estate. I've noticed in this with things like self-storage, is like it's a business more than it is a real estate investment, but it's secured with the real estate investment as well. Like there's always value in the business. Like there's no version of you buying the business and it being worth zero. Like you said, like you've never seen a self-storage facility go bankrupt barring, insane debt service bills. But other than that, like you have an asset that's also cash flowing through the business side of the asset. So like there's things like that. I've seen these like kind of like senior care facilities pop up that allow you to acquire a bunch of residential real estate, a bunch of houses, but the rents are, 6 to 8x what a market rent would be, because you're renting out individual rooms and you have a, hospice care worker in there. It's like those types of businesses are super interesting to me now. It's like, how can you acquire real estate, but in a less risky way? And how can you get in business, but secured by a really fortified asset class?
Yeah. There's no small business in America that trades at 15 times earnings, but real estate does, self-storage does. I bought somewhere.com for 5 times earnings, bought it for $52 million. It was making $10 million annually.
Wow.
So, because it's way riskier. There's no people paying recurring rent inside of a physical building that you can see, you can sell, you can redevelop, you own the land. So yeah, like you increase profits in a storage facility from $5,000 a month to $20,000 a month. Massive value is created because your property is worth 14, 16 times, annual profit.
Yeah, that's a crazy number. Like these are multiples that are typically in that full circle Silicon Valley startup world, is though you see those types of multiples that exist there, but to be in like a safer, secure, always needed service like that and have those types of multiples to be traded, like that's insane, dude. I didn't even realize that. Talk to me about Somewhere. What was the purpose behind that? Is this part of the private equity portion of the business? Like you guys are actively looking to acquire more businesses like this that are not necessarily self-storage?
No, it's a secondary entrepreneurial venture of mine. So I have a partner, Dan, who runs my real estate portfolio with me. This was me branching out on my own. Dan's just an investor in it, but I raised $20 million to buy controlling interest in Somewhere. We closed that on May 1 of last year. So,
okay.
It's a recruiting company that finds international employees for US based businesses, generally saving 70, 80% on payroll.
Yeah. I remember actually looking into you guys for the software company that I was running at the time. And what I really liked about it is that it wasn't a race to the bottom in terms of like, I'm looking for a $3 an hour VA to handle administration tasks. It was like, this is like real talent. These is like A-list talent. It's just costing me 1/4 of what it would cost me if I had them here in the States.
Yeah. Head of finance in Colombia, an attorney in Brazil, head of sales in South Africa, high ticket sales closers in South Africa, financial analysts in Egypt. So yeah, people think VA, they think of a Filipino that's going to, if you press 3 on the Bank of America line, you're going to talk to somebody who can maybe process something for you.
Right.
No, phenomenally talented people who can grow and scale companies. So yeah, across 300 plus employees in my portfolio, there's 20 Americans probably.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you're following your own advice there for sure.
Yep.
What about that particular business was interesting to you versus the myriad of other potential acquisitions you could have made at that time?
It just came to me at the right time, man. I think the interesting thing was like, you never have permission and the timing is never right to make a big deal. So when it crosses your lap, like sometimes you just got to get uncomfortable to buy what you consider to be a great business. And the timing was not correct. I had never raised $20 million. I'd never taken over operations of a company that large with 160 plus employees. My partner just approached me and said, "Hey, Nick, I'm thinking about selling 51% of this business. Like, do you want to sell half of your shares?" And I was like, kind of want to be the one who buys your shares instead.
Wow. What was your gastrointestinal tract doing around that time?
My cortisol levels were 32. So normal range is like 10 to 14.
Yeah. That about sums it up.
Super stressful. I mean, yeah, like when you're doing a big deal, like it's difficult.